Jackson State's first time in A.W. Mumford Stadium since 2007. And also a note from the band. Dr. Jackson did inform me this past Sunday that the band will be in the stadium a whole hour early so they can do the Battle of the Bands with Jackson State in the stands, which is a typical tradition between Southern and Jackson State. But at this time, I bring to the podium the head coach of the Southern University Jaguars, head coach Stump Mitchell.
Coach.
Thanks, Chris, and thank you guys for being out here. Again, I know you had a lot you could be doing, but we're glad that you guys are here. Last weekend was a special weekend. It's been a special, I would say, month and a half. We've gotten a lot of support. Coach Banks is here to coach basketball, but he's done a lot to help us with the football team, he and his staff. Coach Funches, who's now doing a lot of the work in which Coach Pugh would normally be doing at this time, is fantastic. I'm glad I'm not Coach Pugh. Her basketball season is coming up, and she's trying to do a lot to get the football program going. And that's why you have to have good assistants. You know, she's turned it over for the most part in the hands of Coach Funches. There's a lot that's going on, and it was fantastic. I can't tell you. The quarterback club, Blue and Gold Club, Anad, all of those folks have done a tremendous deal to help and bring that win forward. Providing hot tubs, providing drinks, you name it. Everybody's out doing what they need to do. So this win was definitely a community effort, and the players went out and they did what they had to do. So it was a special weekend, but this is even, if you thought last weekend was special, this is going to be outstanding because we need the community in the stands. We need them in the stadium because Jackson State, they're going to bring a few, but they're not going to bring enough to sell out the stadium like we would if this would have been a game in Jackson. Questions?
How excited are you that you put yourself in position for a quote big game now by winning last week and having this big game at home?
I'm excited for the players. I'm excited for Jaguar fans. Jaguar fans make no mistake about it. Their expectations is to win. Bottom line, we make no mistakes about it. Our expectations for these students are to succeed as student athletes, and students come first. We're, as a coaching staff, we're happy to be in the situation that we're in because we put in long hours. I think the coaching staff that I have been doing their due diligence in terms of getting these players in position to be successful. And for me, I'm happy because, let me tell you, this is where I want to coach, but I understand winning is the only thing that's gonna keep me here.
Coach, talk about Dimitri Rogers. I mean, that kid, it seems like everywhere the ball's at, he is there.
Well, it's the tale of two seasons, to tell you the truth. Dimitri, last year, he was kind of playing his own game. This year, I think he's doing everything that Coach Henderson is asking him to do, and he's finding success. That's all we ask these guys to do, whether it's in the classroom or on the field in which they're playing. Just go to class and you'll find success. Just do what the teachers ask you to do, you'll find success. Just give what the coaches ask you to do a chance and you'll find success. Because everybody around Southern cares about those individuals as human beings, as students, and then as players in whatever sport they're playing.
Coach, the running game, when you look over the film, what are you seeing as the weakest part? Is it the lanes are just not opening, or what are you seeing as a problem with the running game?
The problem in the running game is the same thing that's good in the passing game. The offensive linemen, they're struggling in that area, but they're doing a fantastic job for the most part in pass protection. So It's not like they don't want to. They're going to. Coach Lounsbury is doing a fantastic job in trying to get these guys to improve every day, and we're going to continue to work on the running game. And when we have to have it, we'll have it.
You talk about last year's meeting with Jackson State, just the roller coaster of emotions, thinking that you guys pretty much had won the game late, and then they came back with the busted play. Just what are your memories of that game last year?
It's not over until the final whistle. There's no sense in getting happy with 18 seconds to go, because they came back, and as you know, they won. But hopefully it won't be quite as exciting. Hopefully we'll be able to seal the game before that. But we have to come out and play. We have to eliminate mistakes. They have the #1 passing quarterback in the conference so far in terms of yards per game. And I think our defense will be ready, and we have an offense that they're going to have to stop as well. So we feel good going into this game. That was a roller coaster game, but most of those guys that played in that game for us are no longer here. Most of those guys that played for Jackson State are still there.
Their quarterback is the preseason offensive player of the year, I guess. Besides his numbers, what do you see in him? Is he a guy who could play at the next level?
Yeah, I think he's a guy that can play at the next level. I think they will correct some of the things that he's doing in terms of throwing off his back foot, in terms of a lot of stuff like that. But he's getting away with some things in this league. He's a talented guy, no question about that. And there's nothing that's broken about him that cannot be fixed. He's a guy who's willing to do whatever is asked of him. Sometimes we allow guys to get away because we may not necessarily see them as the next level player, or we're just comfortable winning at this level. I don't know, but I don't think there's anything that's wrong with him that can't be fixed. He's a talent. He makes stuff happen. I really like him.
You talk a lot about the people who support the team and the booster groups and all that. Can you share a funny or maybe even a touching story that you've heard from somebody since Saturday?
No, to tell you the truth, I haven't heard anything because I've been in the office trying to get a game plan for Jackson State.
Coach, defensively, the team only allowed A&M to get in the red zone twice. They gave up a lot of big plays, but your short field defense was really pretty good, especially with defensive backs knocking a lot of passes out.
You're absolutely right, but they're playing too many plays. You know, I know we have to control the ball, but they have to do a little better. We need to get better in the third down areas. There, we need to stop giving up some of the big plays that's causing them to extend some drives. So when they got their backs to the wall, they did do a fantastic job, but we have to make big plays a little. I think we blew a coverage a couple times in terms of somebody not getting underneath coverage, but we'll be better.